Hello my beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial we're going to be learning how to cut agbada gown with a pair of palazzo trousers. Okay, so let's dig into the tutorial. So I'm going to be using this to illustrate it. So let's say this is the material, the fabric. I use 6 yards of fabric for both the top and the pants. I use 2 yards for the pants and then 4 yards for the top. Let's assume this is my 4 yard. I will first of all go ahead and fold it like this. Fold the 4 yard first like this. Then my length is by 60 and fold it like this. That is 4 fold. First of all, fold it. Let's say this is the 4 yard. I fold it on the 4 yard like this. Then this is the length by 60. I will now fold it like this. This will give me 4 fold. Now the next thing I will be doing here is this outfit is very simple but unique. So this is the material that I will be using for this tutorial. Now the next thing I will be doing, what I need here is my neckline. The front neckline is a V, while the back is a normal circle round neckline. So I'll be marking my neck with 3 inches. You can use 3.5. I'll be using 3 inches. By neck depth for the front, I will be using 6.5 inches. Then the neck depth for the back, I will be using 1 inches. 1 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect my back neckline like this. This will not be having a zipper. Then I connect my front. I'll be connecting the front with a V. The front neckline is a V. So I'll go ahead and use my ruler to connect it like this. Let me use this marker so that it will be obvious. So this is for my front neckline. The one with a green marker is for my front, while the one with my biro is for my back neckline. Now, this is almost all about this tutorial. Then you can go ahead and shape this part if you want to, but my own, I'm leaving it like that. I'm not shaping it. It flows down to the hemline, to the floor. Then you go ahead and cut out the front neckline, the back neckline first, like this. Open it up, like so. Bend it, let the shoulder line touches the shoulder line. Then you go ahead and cut out the front neckline. Like this. And this is what we'll be having. Can we see? Now, the hemline, I'm not going to be leaving it close like this. There will be an opening here. So I will mark from my shoulder to my underbust. You measure your client to know where the underbust is. Let me assume that this is where my underbust is. Let's assume that this is where my underbust is. Then from this underbust, I will come down with 2 inches. Let's say this is where the 2 inches. For instance, if your underbust is 14, you go down from that 14, you mark 2 inches down, meaning from your shoulder to 16 is where you stop. So I will open it, this other part from the hemline, you open it up to that 16 inches. like this. That's 16 inches like this. Then I will take it to my machine and determine how wide I want my slit opening to be. So I'll be marking 11 inches for my sleeve opening. Let's assume that this is where my 11 inches is. Like so. So I will go ahead and sew from this sleeve opening. I will sew with like 1 inch. 1 inch is okay. I will sew with 1 inch, or you can use 3 inches. I will sew it from here like this. Like this. And this place will be open. Let me pin it down. Let's assume that I've sewn this place like this. Let's assume that I've sewn this place like this. Then this other place, I will take it to my English weaving. I don't know how they call it, the outside weaving, not the inner weaving. I would use an outside weaving plate to weave it. Either they call it English weaving or outside weaving, I don't know. But I'll go ahead and weave from here like this to the hemline, weave all the necessary edges. Then even the neckline, I will go ahead, I'm not going to pipe it with anything. You go ahead and weave it like so. And this is what you will be having. This is what you will be having. Can we see? But it flows to the ground. This is all about the top. Now to the pants, I will fold my back, my pattern paper or my cloth into two like this. I will first of all cut off the front, fold it into two like this. Then let me mark where the starting line will be. Let's say this is my starting line, and the pants too, the palazzo too is flowing. Now on this part, I will mark the only part that is fitted is your waistline and your hip line. The rest is free. I'll mark my waist, I will mark my hip. From here, I'll mark my crotch. It's a high waist palazzo. So you go ahead and measure, or if you've not taken your client's crotch depth, you go ahead and divide your hip into 4. Whatever you get, you add 2 extra inches. So let's say this is where my crotch is, my crotch length, and this is where my hip line is. Or from the crotch length, you go up with 2 inches, that will give you your hip line. Then I'll go ahead and connect the points like so. And here is my waistline. So I'll mark my hip measurement. Let's say this is where my hip is. This is where my hip is. I'll mark it up to the waistline. Like this. Then on this line, I will take my waist measurement towards this side. Let's say this is where my waist measurement is. Then I'll connect it to my hip line. Connect it to my hip line. Can we see we've gotten the shape of my waist and the shape of the hip line. Now on the hemline, you now mark where your crotch You divide your crouch, your thigh by 2 and mark it here. Let's say this is where my thigh is. I will now go ahead and connect it up to the hip line like this. Then on this place, I will go just connect it, slant it a little bit like this. And this is my palazzo. It's a highway, so there's no need for me to trim up to shape this part. I'll go ahead and cut it out. Go ahead and cut everything out. Like this, and this is what I will be having. Now, I'll go ahead and place it on another part, another paper, and cut out the back neckline, the back part of my palazzo. Just go out on the crotch depth. You mark it. It depends on how big or small the person you are making this is. So I'll go ahead and mark. I'll just mark 2.5 inches here. Then on the hemline, I will add 2 inches. And then I will connect it like this. Then on my hip here, I will mark 2 inches. On my waist here, I will add 1 inches. It's not going to be having a dart, so 1 inch is okay for me. Then you connect the point. I hope we are getting it, and cut it out. Yeah, you're having your front and your back together. You go ahead and cut 2 pieces on your fabric, cut 2 pieces here, 2 pieces here. Then you go and pick it, join it together, join the front on the crouch, join the front on this side, the 2 fronts, you join it and do the same thing with the back as well. Then you take it to your machine and close the sides together like this. If you want to put a pocket, you can go ahead and fix your pocket. You mark from here and fix your pocket. But this one mine will not be having a pocket. So I'll go ahead and close it on the right side. I will close it on the side. Then the left side, let's say this is the left side now. I will close it and leave it, close it up to the somewhere close or 2 inches above my hip line, and I will leave that place open. That's where I will be attaching my zipper. Then I will close it down, close every part of it, attach your band and fix your zipper, and that will be all for it. So this brings us to the end of our tutorial. I'll go ahead and take us to the mannequin and show us how the outfit looks like. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this tutorial will be of help to someone out there. Thank you for watching. If this is your first time of stopping by or seeing this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a video. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about this channel. Thank you so much, guys. Love you. Don't forget to drop a comment on the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. Or if you have any tutorial you want me to do, let me know on the comment section. Thank you, guys. God bless you. God bless the nation, wherever you're watching me from. God bless Nigeria. Let's stay safe and show love to one another. Charity begins at home, so please, guys, start with me. Love you all. Bye.